Everyone was pumped up. Carter compared defense to a fire-breathing lady and screens to the neighbor's cute little bookworm, and the team was all fired up at practice. After a month of conditioning and strategy, they finally came to their first game. Carter's only request was, no matter offense or defense, they had to sprint. By the fourth quarter, they were still trailing, but things suddenly turned around as the opposing players were utterly exhausted in the second half. Meanwhile, they brimmed with energy, stamina clearly on display. With teammates aid, a fake pass is followed by a quick layup. This team, with a record of losses all season, actually won the game, and they celebrated their hard-earned victory like it was a parade. However, Cruz, kicked up by Carter, dampened their spirits, claiming opponents were weak. Although he played it cool, deep down he was green with envy. After being kicked from the team, Cruz turned to some shady business with gangsters. This was a snapshot of America at the time. Without college, it's down a dark path. Watching his former teammates laugh and enjoy, he suddenly realized that was the life he wanted. Subtitles. The following day, Cruz arrived at the gymnasium with the hope of rejoining the team, and he couldn't believe that he actually didn't want to leave at all. Carter gave entry terms to lingering Cruz, 2,500 push-ups, 1,000 suicides. Do it in 3 days? That's practically impossible. Everyone felt head back down, but Cruz seemed determined to stick around. He sat there silently doing push-ups when Carter suddenly asked, "What's your deep fear about Cruz? What scares him?" "Quit, go home." At that moment, Cruz didn't know the answer, but he knew completing the task was his only ticket to stay. When it came time to check, Cruz was still short 80 suicides and 500 push-ups. Impressive, but Carter still firmly told him to hit the road. Just then, a teammate stepped up, shouting, "He'll do the suicides with him. We're on the same team, so we must unite. When one shines, we all shine. Let's work together and strive. I will surely prevail." Just like that, more teammates joined in, uniting the team, which was exactly what Carter hoped for. But in the upcoming games, they would face a rigorous trial. They might not understand now, but as the killer training escalated, team strength is steadily rising. After 4 straight wins, they grew cocky, cursing and making faces at opponents. Subtitles. This left Carter extremely furious, compelling him to make them understand that without possessing even the most basic sportsmanship, how could they possibly strive for a championship? So he punished them with 500 push-ups and stormed out in a huff. Carter didn't expect that when he asked the principal for players' report cards, the principal thought he was threatening the students. The next day, he confronted the principal again, but the principal thought Carter was just a basketball coach who shouldn't get involved in academics. Plus, the other teachers' pay was already tight, and Carter felt helpless not wanting the students to suffer anymore. He could only do his best to coordinate, yet in the end, because of their differing philosophies, the two of them went their separate ways in displeasure. Helplessly, Carter had to inspect classrooms himself, finding students as lifeless as dried grass in class. His face fell in disappointment as he found Junior stuttering over his stats in the gym. If he could just get through it, Carter would be over the moon, but instead, he was fuming. He then asked each of them about their home life, to which one replied. He told everyone they all had the chance to go to college, but to earn that chance, they had to go to class. Because of Junior's skipping, Carter announced that Junior's was suspended from playing until he could catch up on all his classes. He warned others, skip class, no game. Junior's complaint was cut short by Carter's 460 push-ups. "This is your problem. We win the game not because of you, but because of the thousands of professionals. Do you want to add another 2,000, young man? If you leave this game, you had better think of your choices." Ultimately, Junior's chose to leave, possibly due to youthful ignorance or just a bit of pride. That evening, Junior's mom came looking for Carter. She hoped Carter would let her son play. Her story tugged at Carter's heartstrings. She said Junior's brother was shot 2 years back, didn't want him on the same risky path. For these kids, basketball seemed like their only way out, but Carter only noticed the surface. Eventually, Junior sincerely apologized. In the end, Carter ultimately chose to accept Junior's back, perhaps having truly come to understand the difficulties of being a parent and soon after, they received an invitation to a championship. Carter also told them that after the game, he would get their report cards, but the kids only cared about the game result, ignoring their studies completely. Once the game started, they were like a well-oiled machine and quickly won the championship. This was the 12th victory of the season, but it clouded their heads as they sneaked out that night, acting like stars and signing autographs everywhere. When Carter found out, he rounded them all up, but these mischievous kids didn't think they did anything wrong. Seeing these oblivious kids made Carter immensely disappointed, but even more upsetting was the report cards that arrived. Once he saw, nearly all failed, realizing how ineffective his teaching methods were. He was disappointed in the players, but even more so in himself. The next day, when these hotshot players arrived at the gym, they found the doors locked with a sign that said, "Practice cancelled, meet at the library." Yet, this bunch didn't even know where the library was. After a struggle, they finally found it, where Carter had been waiting, holding the contract in one hand and the report cards in the other. He told them 6 of them had failed, and 8 others had flunked for skipping class, so the gym was shut until they all got back on track. Subtitles: the gym can only be opened when everyone has passed the qualification, otherwise it will be permanently closed. However, the mischievous crew stepped forward once again.